So the second mistake that I see a lot, and I've already touched upon it a little bit, is that people do not believe in preparation and they don't do enough preparation. So little preparation. I'm gonna write it here and I'm going to explain. What do I mean by little preparation? As I said before, when I was explaining point number 1, when people have done this presentation many times, they believe they can do it. They believe they can do it in English, in Spanish, in Chinese. They just need to improve their language skills. But that is not really the case. So if in your first language, it's enough for you to show up in front of people and the energy just flows and you can talk about anything without preparation. You can be spontaneous, you can tell a joke, you can read the people in the room, you can let your charisma shine through. If this is easy for you to do in your first language, it does not mean that the same things will happen when you switch to English. Because I've seen this so many times, brilliant, charismatic speakers who know how to deliver presentations in their first language, show up in front of people, and all of a sudden they're silent and all their charisma is gone and they don't know what to say because they're struggling either translating words in their head or they're not sure how to connect one idea to another, or they forgot the word, or they forgot where they were going or what they were supposed to say, or they can't read the feedback, or they can't read the feedback too well and they see that people are not getting what they're trying to deliver, or they can't answer the questions spontaneously, or they can't understand the question. There can be so many things going on when you present in your second language and you gotta prepare. It's an amazing skill to be spontaneous. And you want to learn to be spontaneous. You want to learn to read the room, to own the room, to tell jokes, to interact with the audience. When I do my public speaking course, I give all participants these notebooks. These are my notebooks from my brand, and I make sure that they're just cool notebooks so people can take notes during the course. But here is what it says here on the cover. It says, well, first of all speaking is public speaking, whether it is to one person or 1,000. I believe in it with all my heart. And it also says here that you only get spontaneous after you have rehearsed enough. So if you hope to get spontaneous just because you already know how to be spontaneous in your first language, this does not work. You have to learn to be spontaneous in your second language, and you want to invest your time in preparation. If you ask me how to achieve that, how to learn to be spontaneous, I'm going to reply that it takes practice. Not the most interesting answer, probably the most boring answer, but my point is that the mistake that people make so often and so many times is that they go in without any preparation because they believe they don't need any, but they actually do. Speaking in a second language is a skill, and if you have never practiced it, or if you have practiced it not enough, everything you're afraid of is actually going to happen as soon as you start speaking or presenting your ideas. So you want to practice and you want to invest enough time in practicing your ability to communicate your ideas easily, spontaneously, and in such a way that people listen.